Hello and welcome to Up the Villa podcast. It's our festive special, bit of a chilled one, not Villa related at all, really. But I just thought for you guys, we'd come together and sprinkle a bit of festive cheer on you all. It's nice to see that Ryan got the memo and looking quite festive. But how are you all? You all right?
Great,
Very well.
And it's nice.
I'm very good, thanks.
And it's nice to see we've got Jack Grealish with us as well.
He's here. He's here in good spirit. He's here to watch over. Hopefully he can replicate his performances like he has in real life.
But
Don't know how long he'll last, but we'll wait and see.
In all seriousness, it's Seb's birthday today, so happy birthday to you, Seb.
Happy birthday, Seb.
Happy birthday, mate.
Cheers, boys. Cheers.
So I just want to say thanks to obviously everybody that watches our channel. Without you guys supporting us, obviously we wouldn't be doing the videos for you all. And we just want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. You've supported us a lot over the last couple of weeks, especially with the festive dash that we did. You know, we raised £1,000 for the Villa Foundation. So that was absolutely massive. I just want to say thanks to obviously watching the podcast since we came back playing football, really. So obviously since this podcast's been going, Aston Villa have just got better and better. So we are taking all of the credit for that. Obviously Smith and Co. watch the podcast. They listen to our advice on everything that we think, so we are taking all the credit. Ryan especially, you know, building the foundations. Without that, we wouldn't be where we are now. So that's right. You know, what are you all doing for Christmas?
I'm staying at home, just with the missus and the two kids. Obviously, with all the restrictions and everything, I sort of work in retail. Wife works in retail. Kids both at school and college. So we took the decision just to, because I've got elderly parents and mother and father-in-law, so we just thought it was the best thing to do to unfortunately stay home and do the right thing. So it's going to be a weird one this year, just the four of us, but hopefully we'll enjoy it, have a few drinks, watch a few films, watch the Villa on Boxing Day. Obviously, I haven't told the family yet they're playing at 3:00, so I'll have to squeeze that one in at some point. Oh, look, Villa are on. Anyway, see you later. Yeah, should be a good one. Yeah, it's obviously been a very weird year for everyone, hasn't it? So I think what will be nice on Christmas Day is just to relax and try and think of nice things and look forward to hopefully a better year next year.
And what's Santa bringing you, Seb?
I don't know. Who knows? Hopefully something Villa related. But in all seriousness, it's been a really difficult year, and I don't think this Christmas will be the same traditional Christmas that everyone is used to. And I think a lot of people will struggle not being able to see their regular people over the festive period. So as long as people can stay happy and stay festive, then that's all we can ask. And hopefully things get better next year and we can return to some normality.
Definitely, Ryan.
Well, I'm taking advantage of the free households. Going around my parents with my sister's lot.
Set.
So it's been a totally different build up this year. But my little daughter, she's 3 and she's absolutely buzzing. She's been watching Home Alone on repeat everywhere she goes. Like when I pick her up from nursery, she's saying all she's saying to the nursery nurse is "Merry Christmas, you filthy animal." So she's absolutely buzzing, and I've just got her onto Alf as well. So she's loving that as well. So she's well up for it. So seeing her face and my son, it sort of hides the times that we're living in. It's a welcome distraction, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm with you. I've got a little daughter as well, and I've bought her a little football goal. So we'll be having a little kick about on that, no doubt, on Christmas Day as well. So obviously we'll touch on Villa. Flying at the minute, playing really well. Going into a busy period as well now, some tough games coming up. But you know, what are your all overriding thoughts so far then? Obviously 12 games in. Seb, you watch what you're saying, because obviously you've got Grealish behind you. So what are you thinking, Seb?
Yeah, look, I think what we've done so far this season exceeded anyone's real expectations to be sat ninth in the table, and if we win our games in hand, we could go second. If you'd have told us that at the start of the season, we'd have looked at you in almost disgust and think, what are you to say that? You know, what we've done is nothing short of exceptional so far. However, it's not a time to get ahead of ourselves. We need to almost buckle down, realise where we are and think, you know what, if we keep this up, where could this take us? Possibly Europe, possibly not, but we just have to see. And I think all we have to do is enjoy the ride while we're on it. You know, it's very rare that in recent times us Villa fans have been able to sit back and seriously enjoy a season like we have so far for this one. But I think the people at the club will tell you first, you know, anything can change in football, and with a few bad results, things could start to go downhill very, very quickly. So instead of getting ahead of ourselves, I think we just need to wait for each result as it comes. And the more positive results we get, the better. You know, the statistics we look at from last season compared to this season, you can see the progress. So as long as we keep making strides forward, I think that's all we can ask for as a fan base.
Yeah, Ryan?
Yeah, you know, the season's been absolutely fantastic, but for me, it's the bigger picture. It's what's been built around it. The results on the pitch, fantastic, but the results behind the scenes, you know, it's just brilliant. It's just brilliant what we're building, and it's great that we can just go and play with no pressure now. You know, when we was last decent, probably under O'Neill, you know, we was aiming for top six and trying to break into that Champions League. So we had the pressure of that, where this season, we can just go into any game now with no pressure. Similar to what Leicester had when they went and won the title. There was absolutely zero pressure on them. And they were just going out and playing with confidence and they won the league. So I'm not saying we're going to win the league, but we are in a similar position where we can just go and just play without fear and with no expectation, really, which is great.
What are you feeling about it, Justin?
Yeah, very similar to Ryan, really. We've put ourselves in a fantastic position where we haven't really got to worry anymore. I don't think about relegation or anything like that we had last year. I was looking back, we was having a chat on the group the other day about our predictions we did, and I think I predicted 13th. I know we did it slightly before many of the signings did, so it was difficult to judge it. But I think we was all trying to be as sort of fair as we could with the squad we had. But as I say, as Steph said, we've exceeded every single expectation we've got, and now we're in a position where, as a fan base, it's quite unusual, really, just to be looking at not worrying, really, and just saying, right, bring everything on. I mean, if you'd have looked at the start of the season at the fixtures we've got coming, I think after the Palace game, you've got Chelsea, then you've got Liverpool in the FA Cup, Man United, Tottenham, Everton. You know, it's a pretty, tough lot of fixtures, that is. But to be fair, now I'm looking at it going, I'm quite confident we can get something out of Palace, hopefully beat them. And then after that, Liverpool, bring them on. Man United, bring them on. I'm really, really excited to see how this team now is going to pit itself against the better teams in the league, which is where we want to be, obviously. We're not the finished article. We all know that. But we're going to be in a position where we can get to... I mean, I watched Chelsea the other night, and they're okay. They've got some very good players, you know, but I think we're more than match for them. We've already beaten Liverpool comfortably. Man United are decent. Again, they've got some good players, but I think we're going massively in the right direction. And to be able to sit and relax and enjoy us, and and the way everybody's talking about the club now as well. We've always known as the fan base how big a club we are, but it's been a difficult sell telling other people that over the last 10 years because we're a sort of bit of a fallen giant, aren't we? But we're definitely on our way back now. I think people realise now what a massive juggernaut Villa is. I think even Brucey said it. He said, if you can turn Villa around and get it going in the right direction, it's very difficult to stop it. And I think that's what's happening now. We're going to be very difficult to stop, especially with the owners we've got.
Yeah, I think so as well. It's just buzzing for it, really. Just excited to see where this season does take us. So we did a few little predictions before the season. Let's just have a little bit of a run through. I'll start with mine. So I predicted Fulham to go down, West Brom to go down, which looks a pretty assured bet, really. And I also, Seb, you need to leave Grealish alone. And I also put Palace to go down as well. So obviously that one doesn't look like it's going to happen, but they are sort of 13th, 14th. I predicted Villa to finish 12th. So I'd say my predictions could all still possibly come in. Hopefully, Villa finish a lot higher. What did you go for again, Seb?
I think we all went for Fulham and West Brom to go down, and then I think it was either a mixture of West Ham or Palace. I think, if I remember rightly. However, I'd like to say I'm backing Fulham to stay up at the moment. It's probably a controversial decision, and I've expressed from the start that I like Scott Parker's style of play. I think Fulham have become more streetwise recently, putting in the gritty performances you need to show to stay up. And it wouldn't surprise me if they end up finding enough points to be able to be ahead of that drop zone. I think Sheffield are in real trouble. But it's nice to not be talking about Villa in that same category, if I'm honest.
Yeah, they're just having an absolute shocker. I've watched a lot of them, to be fair. And to be fair, Sheffield United, they do stay in games quite a lot, but they just have a little bit of a mare every now and again, and they get punished. And it was just like watching us last season, to be fair. They rarely get battered, but they've spent a lot of money on Brewster, and he's only just started to start games. And I just feel like for a team like Sheffield United, when you're spending like £20 million on a striker and you're not playing him, you've got big problems. And I think that they're going to have a mare, and I think they are going to go down, aren't they? Ryan, what did you go for again?
I think me and you pretty much mirrored each other, didn't we?
Yeah, we did actually.
We was exactly the same, I think. So yeah, I'm with you on your score prediction. But yeah, I agree. Sheffield United are having a shocker. This is second season syndrome extreme, isn't it?
Galore.
They got 2 points at Christmas. That's bad. That is bad.
It's Derby, isn't it? I feel like, are they going to get more points than Derby got? I'm not sure.
What did they get?
15 was it?
Was it 15? We weren't too far off that.
Yeah.
Though, was
it was more the 11 mark, somewhere around there.
I thought about 11, yeah.
Was it? They ain't going to get 5 the way they're going.
maybe 15 was us. What did we have when we got relegated? It was low.
17, didn't we?
Was it 17?
17, yeah. I think.
God, that's
shocking.
Shocking, that is. Justin, what did you go for?
Oh, for Albion, Fulham, West Ham to go down. I still think Albion and Fulham will go. Weirdly, I did fancy Sheffield United, but I punched for West Ham in the end. And I don't know, they've really started to come good under Moyes. He's got them playing not particularly great football, but really, points winning football, hasn't he? He just gets results. Sheffield United, 100% of God. Villa, I think, had 13th. Like I said earlier, I think that was because I think we were all trying not to get too carried away, or hoping we'd have a good season without, trying to burst the bubble and say we're going to have a massive season. I think top-wise, I said Chelsea. I think I had Man City to come third, actually. So it's a tough one. I think I had Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea. Can't remember who the other one was. But I think, if we can add a couple of players in January, I genuinely think we could really push for at least Europe. I do, really. I just think, that out of all the sides in the league at the moment, we're probably playing the best football. We have got the best player. I like the only probably difference. I was talking to my brother today, actually, and I think weirdly, if you could add 2 players to our squad currently now, our best starting 11, there's no slight on Watkins because I think he's going to be a fantastic player, or Trezeguet because they're both great. If you could say I know this is not going to happen, but like a Kane and a Son in that front 3, I think that's a title-winning side. That's how close I think we are. We obviously got to get major signings to push into that top 4 and even think about anything like a title challenge, which is a million miles away at the moment. But you're not that far away with really, really good signings, which is what we've got to go for now, in my opinion. In the next 2 or 3 windows, you've got to add 1 or 2 probably players per window, where they've got to be of the top quality.
Yeah, we do need high-end players now, I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like if you look at the team, we've got like a real good, solid base now, especially in certain areas. But it's just finding those, not gems, but gems that are going to really unleash the
I tell,
rest of the side.
I tell you what is nice, and what over the last two games, what I think we've all been a little bit surprised about is I think I've said it quite a few times that if we lose anyone out of our first 11, our quality would drop. I actually think now I've changed my mind a little bit. We've got more depth than I think any of us thought we had, because the likes of El Ghazi, we didn't think was going to have a massive impact on us this season, have shown that when they're called upon, they are stepping up to the plate. So we're not going to have to add that many players from now on. You know, we're at a position where we can just add one or two, which is brilliant and massive for the club.
I think major credit for that though has now got to go down to the actual coaching setup and the application of what the team is. I think, you know, in years gone by, El Ghazi, Courtney House, they'd come in and we would have a shocker, you know. I remember I went to the Wolves away game last season and we got like Grealish out. I think we got Conser out. We got a lot of players out that day and we just did not turn up whatsoever. Now, compare that to this season, when you start having a few players that are injured, that are out, we seem to be a collective unit and sort of know everybody's role. And I think that's especially credit, and I feel like massive credit's going down to Shakespeare, to be fair. I think you can just tell, like, compared to last season, we're moving the ball better, we're passing it better, the movement's better. And I think, you know, no one even mentions the job that Craig Shakespeare's done, and I think that's going to go down to him as well on that front. Ryan, do you want to add anything?
Yeah, it was sort of the package that Dean Smith come with, wasn't it? He was going to play attacking football, he was going to play possession football, and he was going to coach the players and make them better, bring people into the club and add value to them. And he's kept his word, hasn't he? Because, you know, he's paying off big time now.
Definitely. I did say in the intro that we weren't really going to talk about Villa, but we've literally spoke about Villa for like 20 minutes.
It's natural, isn't it? It's just natural.
Yes, definitely. But one thing I do want to say as well, I feel like the Villa admin on Twitter has upped his game quite a lot. Does no one else think he's upped his game?
Yeah,
I quite like it. I quite like the new. Is it a TikTok page?
Yeah.
A couple of three really good TikToks out just lately, so that's really good.
I mean,
are you on TikTok, Justin? At your big age, what are you doing on TikTok?
Anyway, Seb, what do you think about that?
Justin's plugging his TikTok account, so if you want to see Justin dancing, then I'll drop the link in the bio.
Oh no.
There's nothing on that page, believe me. There is nothing on that page.
I'm sure Seb will follow you. So in all seriousness,
look, the admin's done a brilliant job. I think it's Ollie Milligan, is it? If we're going to give him credit, you know, he started interacting with fans, which is something that we've missed out on quite a lot in recent years. I think we've always seen other clubs' pages do it, but when it's your club, it hits different. I think it feels better.
Yeah, I agree. So for the festive dash that we did, we raised a lot of money, something that I'm very proud of, and I know all the other lads on this podcast are proud of it as well. You know, we're not just a podcast. We've came and raised money for a charity as well, which is absolutely huge. So we did have a lot of prizes to give away. So Ryan was, you know, it's all credit down to him. He did a lot of hard work getting these on board as well. So we're gonna draw the prizes. We've got some great prizes as well. So what's the first one then, Ryan?
Well, just want to say a massive thank you to the guys that have donated these prizes. I dropped them a DM and they were more than happy to accommodate us. And so the first one up then is 2 sets of beer mats from the Aston Brewing Company.
Okay, so they are in this drawer as well. So hopefully we're not returning them. Right, so the winner of the beer mats are decent, actually. So it's one of the girls that works for me at Tony and Guy. So they have won the beer mats. Next one, Ryan.
So this is a 2021 calendar from Dave Hitchman of the Aston Villa shirts.
All brilliant prizes, by the way. Like, these are quality prizes.
Yeah, these are really good. And the winner is Janet Timmins.
Well done, Janet.
There we go. Next one.
We've got Alex Bowman of Ice Face Clothing. He's giving us a T-shirt.
So the winner of this one is Penkridge Driving School.
Fair play.
That was a big donation as well. So
It was a big donation.
Thank you for that one. Next one, Ryan.
It is 2 prints, one of the 1982 squad and one of the 2018 squad from the lineup Villa.
Okay, so the winner of that one is Nat. Thank you. And again, another one.
And the last one is a £50 online voucher for Luke Roper.
This one's
Give
the one.
Give it a drum roll.
Right, the big one. And the winner is
Luke Robinson.
Right, I've won. See you later, lads. No. The winner is Paul Brutton. So you are
go on, Paul.
You are the winner.
Well done, Paul.
So if you are watching and you've won, then just get in contact with me on Twitter. If not, we'll drop you guys a message on Twitter if you are on Twitter, and then we'll let you know that you guys.
To be honest, if you're not watching, you're not getting the prizes.
Well, the Tony and Guy one, if they don't want it, I'll have it. So yeah, let's just have a brief general chat then about just all things in general. So how are we finding like watching Aston Villa still at home? You know, I had that experience on the BBC when we were discussing what tier we were going to go in. The anticipation of that was obviously really good, chatting to them, and then we got walloped into tier 3. Looking like we're going to be going into tier 4 in January. So how are we all finding it watching Villa at home still? Ryan?
Sadly, I'm sort of getting used to it. I'm sort of enjoying the Sunday 7:15 kickoffs. But yeah, but going back to our festive dash, we started at Villa Park, didn't we? And we run home and just being around the ground, it does make you miss it bad. When we was like warming up, we was on the corner of the Trinity and the Holt. I was like, oh, there's my seat there. But and on the drive to work as well, when I'm down the Aston Expressway, I always have a glimpse over to Villa Park. So yeah, it is sad. It's sad times, and to be fair, I've written off this season going back down there. If we do get back down there, it's a bonus, but you can't see it at the minute. You just can't see it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad the football is still on, to be fair. I am happy. Even though we're not there, I am happy that we are playing and we're playing so well.
I mean, I will take returning back, hopefully in the summer, you know, in the Europa League, watching Grealish walk us out to the Europa League anthem. I'll take that one when we do return.
Champions League.
Yeah, I think I've actually got quite lucky because I've been placed into tier 1. So
get off.
No, see, the problem is though, I hold a lot of sympathy for everyone else because it's almost as though the festive season has been ruined for you lot. You know, you can't see a lot of people and it's almost struggling. So I think a lot of people will be worried about what's to come. And wherever you're placed in the country at this moment, I think you're worried about what's to come. But I think the sooner we get out of this mess, the better. You know, as long as we're sensible and, you know, we keep our distance with everyone and we know what we're doing, then hopefully before long we'll be able to be out there singing Whole Tenders in the Sky, and watching our team play again, because ultimately that's what I miss most. It's not saying watching them on the TV, wherever you are, whether you're abroad. I'm sure everyone will be able to vouch for this. This season, although we've hit the heights that we never expected, does it feel as good as if we were there? Probably not.
No. And I think, it feels like a very, very long time ago from when I was sat on row 4 of the King Power getting absolutely drenched, looking down the barrel of getting relegated. I'm literally hating watching Villa from, the sofa. It's something that I don't normally really do. But the saving grace is we are actually quite good, which makes it a little bit better. I would hate to be in, say, Sheffield United's position, West Brom's position, knowing that the fans make such a difference when you are down there, and it is crucial. So I'm just thankful that we're actually pretty decent. Justin?
Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? We all want to be back down at Villa, but we're all doing it for the right reasons, aren't we? These things are in place for a very, very good reason, and ultimately we're still able to watch our team play. Like Ryan said, it's nice to be able to watch us. I think it gives a lot of people a bit of a relief, doesn't it? Just being able to know when your games are on and just sit down and relax and watch them. We'd all rather be in the stadium, but obviously that's not going to happen for a while now. And I think, we've got to take a minute to sort of look at, we have got Christmas coming up and we're all going to spend it with our friends and family and hopefully have a nice time. But there's still thousands and thousands of people that are in hospital at the moment, quite poorly. And the numbers keep going up. And the nurses and the doctors aren't going to be at home for Christmas. They're not going to be able to spend time with their loved ones. And this is why we're all doing it. I work in retail as you do. So you see daily the people wandering around, and we've just got to stick to the rules. It's not a difficult thing to do. As a fan base, I think we're all pretty good at things like that. We've all got to stick to the rules, do what we can to help this sort of disappear as quickly as possible and get behind the country. Obviously, thanks to the nurses, the doctors, the frontline workers that have worked a whole year. Let's not forget that now. We're nearly a whole year of this, and I know it probably doesn't feel that long now. We've got to the end of the year, but they're still going to have to be battling away with it. So I don't want to bring the mood down because, it's Christmas and obviously this is a podcast, but, from a podcast point of view, from us four, there's people like Simon who's been on the podcast who works in the NHS. I see his tweets quite regularly and, there's lots, they're very sobering. It's a sobering time, isn't it? So just wanted to wish all them people that have got to work over Christmas all the best. All the other fans that work, obviously, in NHS. Hopefully this will be over sooner rather than later, and then we can all get back to what we want to do and what we do best. And us four might actually meet up at a Villa game and have a pint together, the first time ever, which I'm quite
in the flesh.
To be honest. Well, I'll say that us three can have a pint together. Seb can have some orange juice.
Yeah. I mean, everything you've said, Justin, is top quality. I work at Tony and Guy, and obviously I do a lot of doctors, a lot of nurses here, a lot of paramedics, everybody, and hearing their stories this year and what they've been through, massive respect to them, and thank you for everything that they're doing for everybody around the country as well. So just want to finish off, like I say, by saying thanks for everybody for watching us. We've got some massive things coming next year. We've got some little announcements coming as well. So we are growing with your support. We can grow even further. So thanks for watching and have a good Christmas. And thanks for watching Up the Villa podcast.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
everyone.
Christmas.
Thank you.